It's a matchup of unbeatens for the 4A Division II State Championship. These are the picks. Welcome into the picks presented by VCR Now, your guide to the Texas High School Football State Championship games. My name is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're previewing the 4A Division II State title game. 11 a.m. Friday morning at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, it's the Class 4A Division II State Championship game between the Carthage Bulldogs and the Wimberley Texans. What are the keys to this matchup? Key number one, Connor Cuff on third down. Carthage quarterback Connor Cuff has been fantastic all year long. He's a big reason why they're here at AT&T Stadium. And since the playoffs have gotten going, they've really unleashed something that they haven't used a ton during the regular season, and that is Connor Cuff running the ball. When they need a big play on third and medium, third and short, they turn to Connor Cuff to run for a first down. And it has come up in a big way week after week, play after play. For Wimberley, with Shea Schroyer in that big front that was so good last week in the second half against Cuero, they're going to need to contain Connor Cuff on third down. So when it gets to be those get off the field moments, can Wimberley contain Cuff, or will it continue to grind out first downs? Key number two, Ball versus Mary. So we're going to highlight two guys in this segment, but really they're indicative of their entire team. On the Wimberley offense, I really like what this new quarterback, Cody Stover, has done for this Texans attack, but I think they are at their best when they are turning to their outstanding running back and terrifically named Johnny Ball, who has been outstanding the past couple of weeks, grinding it out and really breaking big plays late in the second half. He's been the difference maker in these close and late situations for Wimberley. On the other side, for Carthage, their defense as a whole has been fantastic, but the big playmaker here is their linebacker, Deontay Mary, who is a stud. He gets everyone lined up, and he flies to the football, and he strikes you. That is going to be, to me, the real matchup to watch. Can Johnny Ball's running attack get this Wimberley Texans offense going, or will the Carthage defense, led by Deontay Mary, shut it down? And key number three, does Carthage bleed? Carthage has been wire to wire the number one team in 4A Division II, and a big reason why is they've just been dominant, clobbering everyone in their path. Their closest game was a 21-point win over the number two team in the state, Gilmer, back in the regional semifinals. I mean, they have been absolutely undisputed, dominant, just mowing their way towards AT&T Stadium. Until last week, right? In the state semifinal against Glen Rose, they weren't just pushed, they were on the ropes. They were a punch away from getting knocked out by a very game Glen Rose squad. They turned the ball over a fair amount of times. They had to come up with a turnover and a game-winning touchdown the final minute just to survive as really big favorites in that game. It's the first time we saw vulnerability from Carthage. Wimberley is the underdog in this game. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And I think everyone across the state of Texas is probably going to pick Carthage to win this title. But Wimberley's not afraid. And Wimberley kind of relishes being the underdog. I think they've been counted out a few times. I think they got counted out when Cash McCollum transferred, right? But they've come up big every single time, and they're not afraid to throw a haymaker. Can they make Carthage bleed? Can they come up with a big play? Can Wimberley stun the favorites? Who am I picking? I'm going with Carthage. I'm not picking at Scott Surratt in the title game. He's won 8 state championships, and I think he is one of the best play callers in the state of Texas, and I think that is going to be the real difference. Carthage is pretty much unbeatable in a state championship game, or have been historically. Furthermore, I think that the way that they go about their business, the running game with KD Maddox, the ability to throw the ball with Connor Cuff, and that outstanding defense last week aside, is going to be the difference. I think they're the most complete team. Now, Wimberley's got playmakers. Cody Stover has been fantastic. That running back, Johnny Ball, has been great. And their defense, while it got touched up a bit last week against Cuero, they come up with big plays at the big moment, and they get better as the game goes on. A big key for them is going to be to hang in the first quarter, because Carthage likes to run away and hide. They like to run away and get to a big lead and then kind of take it from there. So for Wimberley, they've got to keep it close into the fourth quarter. But in the end, I think Carthage has too many weapons. I think their defense is the difference. I think the Bulldogs win another state championship. And those are the picks. What am I wrong about? Leave comments down below. Don't forget that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/DaveCampbells. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/DaveCampbells. And of course, see us at TexasFootball.com, where you can find complete coverage of the 2022 Texas High School Football State Championship games at TexasFootball.com/state. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the 4A Division II state title game. We'll see you.